Okay, now we're going to move on to what I call a Qigong breath, which has to do with the tone that we give to the breath and the quality of the breath. The Qigong breath begins by learning the sound that the breath must make. Making this sound is going to help us to monitor the length, the smoothness, and overall quality of our breath. So to learn this, we're going to start with our mouth open, but we'll be finishing by inhaling and exhaling through the nose. So first, just take a breath in through your nose. Now exhale, making a sound. One more time. In through the nose. And out through your mouth. This exhale, I like to imagine that I'm seeing a big cartoon H-A-A-A-A coming out of my mouth. As silly as that may sound, it helps me in order to remember the kind of sound and tone and quality of the breath I want, which is a lot like if you wear glasses, when you fog up your glasses, clean your glasses, or when you were a kid, you like to fog up a mirror or a window and draw pictures. All of those things have the same quality of tone in the throat for this breath that our Qigong breath does. Okay. Next, we're going to do the inhale as well. Now, this is a little bit uncomfortable, whereas the exhale is a warm and damp breath. The inhale is going to feel cool and dry in your throat. Like I said, we're not going to continue to practice this way. It just helps us to learn the quality and sound of the breath. So, once again, breathing in through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Make the same sound through the inhale. Exhaling through your mouth. Inhaling through your mouth. The inhale has a similar sounding quality as if you were about to gasp because you were surprised, like it has that same tone in the throat, a similar sound, but much slower and smoother. We're going to keep this quality and sound and tone in the throat muscles to make this quality and sound of the breath. But we're going to close our mouths, place our tongue on the roof of our mouth, and breathe in and out through our nose. So I'm going to move a little closer so it's easier to hear the breath. Now, it's not important that you make this breath very loud, but it is important that you can hear the breath so you can monitor its quality, length, and smoothness. So there I was making the same tone in my throat, the same length and volume of my breath with the same quality. But it might have been hard to hear because with my mouth closed, the sound moves inward. I can hear it very clearly, and that's really all that's necessary. The sound will end up being similar to hearing the ocean in a conch shell when you hold the shell up to your ear. And then kind of like the ocean washing in and out of shore. So not only is this a great way of breathing and calming the nervous system, but the sound may be one that helps to calm your mind as well. Okay, moving on, we're going to learn about the posture along with the breath and how to, using relaxation in our posture, move our breath down into our abdomen and use the lower portions of the lung as much as we're doing with the upper portions, much in the way that we did in our yin-yang breathing exercise, except for now it's going to have the tone and quality that we just learned, and it's also going to be much slower and smoother and much less extreme in terms of the active and passive portions of the breath. So here, just standing with your feet about shoulder width apart, relatively straight and relaxed with a gentle bend in your knees. You're going to begin a breathing exercise that simply starts with relaxation and observation of your breath. Many other meditative practices use seated postures for their breathing, and if you're more comfortable sitting down in a chair or on a pillow, you can do that to practice your breathing exercise. This Qigong breath, in which we've just learned the tone in, begins in the low abdomen and rises up. It's able to do that because of the slight bend in the knees and a relaxation that is all around the waistline and lower back, allowing the pelvis to settle, allowing the abdominal muscles to relax so that they can expand and the diaphragm can expand and we can get a deeper, lower lung abdominal breath. You'll notice when you breathe this way that your belly will rise and fall. And a great exercise to do is to overlap your palms or overlap your hands with the center of your palm over what we call your dantian, which is about 2 or 3 inches below your belly button, maybe about halfway between your belly button and your groin. So overlapping your hands in front of this area, just gently letting the hands touch or hover above the low abdomen will help you to feel the low belly rise and fall naturally as you breathe. From the side, you may be able to see a little bit better the way in which the belly rises and falls as I breathe. You can do this exercise with your eyes closed, with your eyes halfway open, but oftentimes having the eyes completely open draws our attention too much to things happening in our external world. This natural breathing exercise of just letting the breath have a natural, even flow with the tone and sound and quality that we've spoken about, and beginning in the low abdomen, takes and is used to generate more internal awareness. Having that internal awareness is going to be key for continuing and growing in our Tai Chi practice.